Hello there guys and welcome to yet another league that I am participating for the first time in that league, of course. And on this time it is going to be Titanium Pro Series. It is a league which in which they don't allow any assist. And that's going to be on my advantage because since playing F122 I haven't used any assist, not even the racing line assist. So yeah, all the people that will compete against me won't have any assists. Yeah, the reason why for me it's going to be an advantage is because in all of these league races I have been doing, they at least allow the racing line assist, and yeah, many drivers stick with that assist, and yeah, they just don't progress much in terms of knowing exactly the breaking point and, well, the reason why to turn there, where, and yeah, because of that help, these drivers are way faster, and maybe I could have been faster without turning off the assist. I remember back in F1 2021 when I used that racing line assist, I was really fast, but then I decided to have a challenge when I decided to play F122. But yeah, I was struggling a lot with pace, but yeah, I just picked it up a little bit, and here we are. Yeah, and well, the debut is going to be a little bit tense because it's going to be on Monaco, and yeah, I haven't done lots of practice because my THR team boss decided to ask us if we can be able to run in this race, and I said to take it, but yeah, it was just right after after the school classes ended, so yeah, I didn't have lots of time of preparation, and here we are beginning the first flying lap of the qualifying session for my debut race in Titanium Pro Series. I don't know how fast they are, the drivers that I'm going to compete against them, because most of them, or maybe all of them, aren't known. I don't know any of these drivers. I don't know how fast they are, but well, let's see how fast they are without any assists. And we are heading into the tunnel section. We are seeing that Chopper set a pole time, a provisional pole time. Well, then well, that driver, the LR driver, set a lap time of with 111s, 111.8, and now we are exiting the swimming pool section, and now we are exiting Rasgas and about to end the flying lap, and we are about to cross the line with a lap time of 1 minute 10.965, which puts us into provisional pole position. At that time I was just thinking that this is just the beginning of qualifying. Most drivers didn't even set the lap time, and I got a snap of course here and a little catch. Well, fortunately I could save it. I did touch the wall into Mirabo, and yeah, I was thinking, no, most drivers haven't even set a lap time. They might be faster than me, and they might destroy me. But for now, I'm still in provisional pole position, and we're seeing that Arena is in third position, but it is with mediums. So yeah, it is going to be a little bit interesting. We're seeing that Cerbiti is out of the race. The one who is currently in second place, maybe he crashed. Wait, did I say out of the race? No, I shouldn't have said that. I should have said out of the session, because it isn't the race, it is qualifying session. So yeah, I should have said out of the session or out of the qualifying. Well, at least he has set a lap time, but yeah, that means that as a result of that DNF of that retirement in the session, he won't be able to improve the lap time, and thus it'll mean that he will get way lower into the grid. Yeah, we're planning to do 2 more flying laps, but in this time we're using the softer tire location, which means that we have 4 softs, so that means that I can use 3 soft tires in this session, and every single flying lap that I plan to do will be on the new soft tire. So yeah, that means that no practice flying lap, it'll be 3 actual flying laps in this session. 1 out of 3 has been done. Let's do the second one. And ending this second flying lap, we're seeing that we're now improving by almost 0.3 of a second, and we crossed the line with a lap time of 1 minute 10:7.5, which we maintain our provisional pole position, which is a surprise for me. In this time, the second place is now Salazar, an LLXE driver, but yeah, I was still a bit surprised that I'm still in pole position. We set the fastest sector 1 on our aim lap, so yeah, I was kind of planning to do the third flying lap now, which is the one that I'm doing right now, and actually doing 4 flying laps in the session, but heading into the Nouvelle Chicane, we're seeing that I lost 1/10 overall, so I decided to abort that flying lap and instead turning it back into a flying lap, and also because there's a driver in front of me, and yeah, I lost some grip because of the dirty air. Well, still I'm not that annoyed because it was supposed to be an in lap. I would have been a little bit annoyed if it was the second flying lap, but yeah, I was just checking the lap times, and yeah, I'm thinking that despite still being on provisional pole position, I still don't have much confidence that I'll still be in provisional pole position. Maybe I can improve by a tenth or 2, maybe 0.3, and maintain our provisional pole position and convert it into an actual pole position. I don't know, maybe these drivers are cyclically fast and they just want to hide their pace until the end of this session, just to think that they're slow and I'm actually fast compared to them. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if they're sandbagging or this is actually their pace. I don't know, but yeah, let's do the third and final flying lap of the qualifying session. So yeah, we are about to begin the third and final flying lap. We have begun already, and now we exited the descent bot corner, and we are already improving by over a tenth of a second. Now no one can begin their flying lap because it is over now, and we are heading into Miro, and we just braked too late and we just got a little bit deep, and we are heading into the hotel hairpin, and yeah, we are heading into those corners that are called spot here, and now we are into the tunnel section, and overall we were improving by a tenth and a half, and now we are heading into the noble chicane, and we're seeing that we set the fastest sector 1, and we're still in provisional pole, and we are into the swimming pool section, and we are seeing that we set personal best sector 2, and we are now improving overall by 2/10, and we are exiting the final corner, and overall we are improving by 2/10, and we cross the line with a lap time of 1 minute 10.476, which maintains our provisional pole position. I think it's been a dominant pole for me compared to these drivers, and well, it's a pole position on our debut in a league, something that didn't happen since I debuted in Elite Racing League, which was back when I was in the very first days in THR. We're seeing that we were 2.39 tenths faster than Arena, who is in second place. Well, hope you have seen the qualifying results, at least the top 14, because yeah, it's no longer there anymore. And yeah, it's been a long time since I got pole position on a league debut for the last time before this. It was back in September 2022, so yeah, it was 14 months ago, just 3 days after I joined THR eSports team. I was very new to that team, and then debuted halfway season 5 in Elite Racing League and got pole position and won the race. Let's see if we can do that repeat. Pole position and the win. The pre-race strategy, it's going to be a hard medium. I decided to trust the default strategy, and I decided to overfuel the car because of my experiences to the previous league races in Monaco. It's a I don't know, yeah. We are seeing that we put the fuel up to 46 kilograms, and now we are about to begin the Titanium Pro Series debut. I'm pretty stressed. The vibrant lights have turned on, and it's lights out, and away we go for my race debut in Titanium Pro Series. I'm pretty stressed. I don't know if that's good. We haven't been rear-ended by someone into turn 1. We're a bit safe now. Yeah, I'm still a bit stressed because everything can happen into those corners, especially in the first lap. And yeah, the good thing is that we are now 9 tenths ahead of second place, which is Arena. I think he got a terrible start, but because it is Monaco, you cannot overtake there easily. He maintained his second place. Yeah, I'm a bit lucky that I could get a good start, and I didn't get rear-ended by anybody. Unfortunately, I exceeded the track limits right at the Nebula chicane into lap 1. I need to be careful. Yeah. Despite having that enormous gap, I was struggling a little bit because I haven't tried for a long time running on hards. I think this is the first time in F1 23 on Monaco that I am running on hards. Yeah, I know that I have run on hards in Monaco, but it was in F1 22 and the previous games. So yeah, first time on hards in Monaco in F1 23 it was, but ever no, it wasn't. So we are now setting the sector 1's fastest, and I don't know, I think we are aiming for the fastest lap of the race. And yeah, we are seeing that the gap between Arena and myself is over a second, so that means that in the next lap he will still not have DRS, or maybe he will, because he is now less than a second behind me. But the thing is that we are going to maintain our first place and hope we can do this without crashing and destroying our front wing or suspension. So yeah, let's do a little bit careful. The good thing is that Arena isn't pressurizing us, so I can go a little bit calmer. So yeah, I can be more careful. I set the fastest lap, but then Arena stole it, and we are now on lap 3, and the gap between him and myself is now 0.6 seconds. I've gone a little bit wide into turn 3, and we are seeing that we once again set the fastest sector 1. I think the hearts are getting a little bit faster because the hit is getting into those tires, and the gap has gone up to 9/10 of a second, and now back to 7/10, then to 8/10, and well, to be honest, it is going to be a slightly boring race for the spectators, because there won't be much battle for the lead. Yeah, I'm kinda controlling the race, but to be honest, for me it was a little bit tense. So yeah, for you it might be a little bit boring, but for me it was really tense, and way more tense in Monaco, because I need to avoid the walls and also run fast in order to not be caught out by Arena. But the good thing is that the gap between him and myself has increased because I set the fastest lap. But yeah, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't talk about that for a lot of time. So yeah, to be honest, all of these next laps will be just me maintaining the lead and Arena being like just like between 5 and 12, 13 tenths behind me. And yeah, he couldn't be near me in those laps. So yeah, it was a controlling race for me, and Salazar set the fastest lap of the race, and for now I just only have 25 points to score if I maintain that position. And yeah, unfortunately I cannot battle for fastest laps anymore because I set red sectors, and that means that I'm running a little bit slower because the hard tires are now wearing out a little bit. So yeah, let's continue controlling this race and hope we don't touch the walls. And we skipped all the way into lap 20, and yeah, to be honest, nothing happened in these 15 laps, and I'm still leading the race, and the gap between Arena and myself is still the same as it was since the beginning of lap 2. And the thing that changed during those laps is the gap between ourselves. I'm referring to Arena and myself, and the others have increased a lot. The gap between third place and myself has gone up to 21 seconds, and the gap between myself and fourth place up to 34 seconds. So yeah, that means that Arena and myself are the only ones that have competitive speed, and Arena is the only one that have chances to challenge me for the race win. But I don't know if he will succeed it. Maybe I'll bring way more pace, but it is our in lap because we are going to box at this lap, and we're doing this now. And well, we are now entering the pit lane, and heading into our box, and we are changing from hards to medium tires, and we're seeing that Arena stays out. I think he's going to do one more lap with his hards. Maybe he'll try to do an overcut to me in order to have chances to overtake me and get the win, but I don't know, let's see. But I'm feeling a little bit faster than on used hards, even though my mediums aren't heated up, but yeah, I feel it really fast. And well, hope we can maintain our race lead after arena boxes, and we are heading into those technical corners, exiting the hotel corner and into the portillas, and now we are entering the tunnel section, and I'm just waiting for Arena to box, and we are just watching that the gap between myself and Arena is 16 seconds, and I don't know how many seconds you lose when you box, but I think it is enough for me to re-overtake Arena and get back to the race lead. He's now boxing, and we are about to enter lap 23, and he has gone for mediums, of course, and now we are beginning lap 23, and we are seeing that we set the fastest sector 3, and we are back to the race lead. So yeah, that means that his overcoat didn't work, and instead it got hindered his battle for the race lead for staying out one lap longer with his cards. Maybe he could have done an undercut to me, but he decided to gamble it and go for an overcut, but instead ended up hurting more. And now the gap between myself and Arena is now 3.9 seconds, now 4 seconds. I said the fastest sector 1. I don't know if he will set the fastest lap of the race, but I am aiming to do it. And we are heading into the swimming pool section. We set the fastest, personal best sector 2, and we are about to head into the final corner, and we are about to end lap 23. Let's see if we get the fastest lap. We do, with a lap time of 1 minute 12.653, and well, Arena completed lap 23 and couldn't set the fastest lap, so, and that means that I could maintain the fastest lap, and we are getting 26 points if this maintains the same. So yeah, hope we can do this thing about maintaining the race lead, and maybe we can also maintain our fastest lap of the race. So we are swiping into those corners, into the back, and we set the fastest sector 2, and we are exiting swimming pool section. We enter Raskas, and we exit it, and we are about to end lap 24, and we are extending our fastest lap with a 1 minute 12.63, and we are seeing that Arena hasn't gone that fast in order to steal my fastest lap. So yeah, let's see if we can maintain our fastest lap, but yeah, I think I can maintain our race lead. So let's calm down a little bit and let's maintain with that with that pace. Then we end lap 25 to begin lap 26, and we are seeing that Arena in this time he stole my fastest lap and well, that means that I will only get 25 points, and we're seeing that a lap driver clipped the wall with his rear right tire and got a snap of oversteer. Fortunately, that didn't impede me, but we are seeing that the gap between Arena and myself is down to 3.5 seconds, and Arena will get 19 points if he maintains that position, and the fastest lap I'll get 25 points. Still, I'll win this debut race for myself, and well, that's going to be a dream debut for me because I'll get pole position and then the win. And also, I've been leading for a lot of the race. If we don't consider the pit laps, we will mean that I have been leading for every single lap of the race. If it wasn't by those pit laps, I could have the Grand Slam if I get the fastest lap, but it'll seem unlikely. That's a little bit unfortunate for me if I wanted to have the fastest lap, because the medium tires are getting worn out, and that means that I'll get slower, and that means that I have less chances of having the fastest lap of the race, unless if I drive like God. But still, if I still drive like God, I wouldn't have the fastest lap. I think the tire wear is a lot to get the fastest lap of the race, and we're seeing that Arena has got a 3-second time penalty. He has exceeded the track limits now 3 times, and he got a 3-second time penalty. But we are seeing that the gap between Arena and myself has got down to 2.6 seconds. That's going to be a little caution for me. And the safety car has been deployed because Daga is out of the race. I wasn't expecting a safety car. I wasn't expecting it, because on the previous F1 games on Monaco, even if you had the increased safety car option, it wouldn't deploy the safety car because this safety car was a little bit glitching. But I think they have solved it for this game, and now they can deploy safety cars in Monaco. And even though the safety car option is unreduced, that surprised me. I wasn't thinking that it would be a safety car on Monaco, but it happened, and we are boxing for soft tires. The good thing is that we are on lap 28 and it is 39 laps of the race, so we only have 11 laps to go, so that means that I can run these soft tires until the end of the race. I don't think that the tire wear will hit me a lot with those laps with the soft tires. We are boxing and we are changing from mediums to softs, and we are seeing that Arena also boxed, of course, because it is the faster, the right decision. If everyone boxes, they want to have great pace, and they are boxing for soft tires in order to get greater pace. And yeah, they know that it is going to be a safety car and you will lose less seconds than on normal circumstances. And we are now heading to the safety car. I am the one who is going to be the second person of the safety car train. Of course, the one who is leading will be the safety car, and that's going to be a long time in order to heat up our tires and wait until the safety car ends. So let's get into the safety car, and we are seeing that we are now there. So let's heat up our tires and let's wait until the safety car ends. Unfortunately, that will mean that it'll punch off the field, so that enormous gap between the others and myself has faded away, and it might be a little bit more tense for me. I don't want these tense situations in Monaco, but that will happen one time, and it is happening right now, but hope I can deal it a little bit easily. So yeah, let's hope we can maintain our race lead, and remember that Arena has 3 seconds of penalties accumulated, so that means that if he overtakes me, he needs to be more than 3 seconds ahead of me in order to get the race lead. And we waited until at the end of lap 31, and now we are back into racing, beginning lap 32. The good thing is that I could get a good relaunch, and now the gap between Arena and myself is just 2.2 seconds, so that means that I can calm down, but instead I decided to go for it and set the fastest lap of the race. We are about to do that thing. We set personal best sector 1. That's not a good thing if I am aiming for the fastest lap, but let's see if we can get the best sector 2 of every single player that has done in this race. Maybe we can do this thing, and let's get into the Nouvelle Chicane. And we are doing this a little bit mid, I think so. And now we are ending sector 2. We set fastest sector 2 and exiting the swimming pool section and entering Rascas. We are doing this a little bit good and exiting the final corner and about to cross the line to end lap 32 and begin lap 33. We set the fastest lap of the race with a 1:11.917. Now it is 7 laps to go, and hope we can maintain our race lead, but I think it'll be an easy quest because Arena has 8 seconds of penalties accumulated, and the gap between myself and him is 3.4 seconds, and the other drivers are just too slow to have chances to just overtake me, or at least battle me for the race lead. So yeah, I think it's going to be an easy quest to win the race. We are setting personal best sector 1. Maybe we can set personal second sector's best. Maybe we can, but no, we set red sector 2, and ooh, we just touched the wall. That's not a good thing, but I think I haven't done any damages. The good thing is that it isn't in realistic damage, because if it was in real life, I think I would have the suspension damage. Just now enabled, but for Arena, he won't have DRS because he's more than a second behind me, and we are 6 laps to go, and hope we can maintain that race lead. And the thing we need to do in order to maintain the race lead is to be fast enough to maintain that gap, and also not spin nor touch the wall hard enough to damage our front wing or suspension. And we are entering lap 38, but we're seeing that Arena has fallen down a lot, because it was the gap between him and myself 0.8, 0.9 a second, maybe into 2 seconds, but now he has dropped down to 6 seconds, the gap between him and myself, and he's dropped down to 3rd place physically with the penalties not applying, and that is terrible for him. And to make things worse, he has now 8 seconds of penalties accumulated, so now that means that Sirbiti is now the one who is in 2nd place, and it is the one who has crashed and retired in the qualifying session. So good job on him. He is recovering a little bit from that crash in qualifying, but he cannot get race win because I'm just really fast for him. and the gap between him and myself is now 7 seconds, and we're seeing that Arena has gotten down to 4th place physically, and we are about to begin the final lap of my debut race in Titanium Pro Series, the league that no one cannot have any assists, not even the racing line assist, and that means that I have a little bit of an advantage because I have been using 0 assists since like July 2022, so now I am used to it, and we are heading into those corners, and I am trying to finish a little bit safe, but still trying to be a little bit fast in order to not fade that gap between and myself from 7, now 8 seconds to 0. I want this to happen, but it isn't that easy to make it destroy that gap unless I crash or spin, but I decided to not go for it that much in order to prevent those things to happen, and we are heading into the final corner, and we cross the line to win my debut race. This has been a dream debut. It wasn't a perfect debut because yeah, I did some mistakes. Perfect debut would be if I didn't make any mistakes and I would dominate the other drivers, but it is still a dream debut. Pole position, led almost every single lap, then won the race, and maybe get the fastest lap of the race, and that means if I get the fastest lap, that will be my very first hat trick of my sim racing career. So that's going to be a great achievement for me, and doing this in Monaco. But yeah, I think it is just because it is a league that it is not allowed to run with assists, and many drivers aren't able to do this on the same pace as me. But well, I'm the one who could do it with that pace without any assists. So yeah, that is a full deserved win. So yeah, that was a dream debut, and now let's watch the podium ceremony. And here we see myself winning the race and standing at the top step of the podium, and we are now celebrating with champagne spraying, and yeah, I was happy with that thing. Although yeah, I didn't get that extreme happiness, but yeah, I was happy that I could win the race from pole position and also get the fastest lap. So that means that I have 26 points to the championship. That was a great race for me. Celebrity finished 2nd place ahead of Borja, who finished 3rd. Salazar finished 4th, and a great comeback from 15th place to 4th place for Napita Arena, who got a terrible thing in the last few laps. I think he got his front wing damage, dropped down to 6th place. The Azteca driver, who finished 7th place, is the highest position that an Azteca driver has finished in this race. Then Campanita in 8th, Mauricito in 9th, Sant in 10th, and these are the drivers that score points during the race. I think only 12 or 13 finished the race. I haven't paid attention much on how many drivers they finished, but the thing is that we did a debut race. So guys, if you have enjoyed that video, well, hope you get a nice day, and see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.